up, chatty patty gangs? Go on. What's up, guys? This is your girl Chat with K, and I'm back with another Table Talks Tuesday. And on today's Table Talk Tuesday topic, we are going to be talking about CTE. Yes, we are, and you already know why we're going to talk about it. All right. But if this is your first time tuning in to my channel, there's something I ask that you do, and that is click like, click share, and click subscribe. Guys, I really would appreciate it if you guys would just thumb up these videos and share these videos out so that my channel can get more recognition. And the reason why I'm saying that is because topics like today, it's a very informative topic, and I always come with something that we all can take something from, and I would love to get my videos out there so that people can see that even females who don't play football understands what CTE is. So if this is your first time tuning in, please do that for me, and that's click like, click share, and click subscribe. Okay, guys, you guys probably have heard the story about Phillip Adams, and he is the football player former football player who recently did something bad, something horrible, okay? And they are testing him now, his brain, for CTE. And I'm not going to read this whole article. Just know, I'm going to say it again, it's in the news everywhere. But I'm just going to give a little bit of the story and then explain my thoughts on CTE, and I want you to leave me comments in the comment section how you feel about CTE. Okay, so his name is Phillip Adams, okay, and he's a former NFL player who went on a killing spree. All right. And he before he ended up killing himself, okay? So I think he killed let's read a little bit. It says the brain of Phillip Adams, and then like I say, the articles is everywhere. Just Google it, okay? Just Google it. It says the brain of Phillip Adams, the former NFL player who killed a South Carolina physician, 3 family members, and a repairman before fatally killing himself. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the family, they were children as victims. RIP to all of them. This is a sad situation. But the reason why I'm not really focused on Adam himself, I am and I'm not. The topic I'm focusing on is CTE. Now, it's one thing about a mom. When my son, he used to play football when he was in high school, and I was so thankful when he went towards basketball more so than football, because I just didn't want my baby to get hurt. And then looking at all of this stuff, football is a very physical sport. You can get hurt more than broken bones, body beat down and beat up and all that stuff and things. But the main thing I want to focus on in this video is about CTE. And when does the league say enough is enough? Yeah, I know when they go down now, they kind of changed the rules a lot about what's a fair tackle, what's excessive. You just can't do things like you used to, because you remember seeing football being played, and that they just got knocked around, knocked over, flipped over, flipped down, flipped around, flipped over. And now it's like you can't hit below this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Why? Because studies show that so much trauma, so much trauma, it's gonna come, there it is, I have to stay back here. So much trauma from them being hit and has just did so much damage to their brains, and then they just start doing, I've known a lot of stories before that CTE was a part of it, and the reason why sometimes these footballs going to take their lives, and in this situation he took more than just his. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit of this story, and then I'm going to try to read the definition of the medical term of a CTE. Okay, and it says the brain of Phillip Adams, the former NFL player who killed a South Carolina physician, 3 family members, a repairman before taking the gun and killing himself, will be tested for can I get the word out? Degenerative. Okay. I said it. Which that's just long use. That's just, long history of brain injury. Degenerative disease that has affected a number of pro athletes and have been shown to cause violent mood swings and other cognitive disorders, according to the local coroner. Okay, so I was skipping over some of that stuff because it's like, okay, I kind of pick and choose what I want to put in these videos and what I don't. It's not like I can't read it. Sometimes I pause to say it. No, I'm not going to say that part. Okay. The coroner, they say her name, is in the statement used on Friday. It said that she has been given permission, approval from the Adams family, because you have to, for the procedure to be included as part of this autopsy, which will be performed at the Medical University of South Carolina. The hospital will be working with the Boston University, whose chronic trauma encephalopathy, if I'm saying it correctly, and that's the CTE, center conducts research on the long-term effect of repetitive brain trauma in athletes and military personnel, according to the website. So what they're saying is that, okay, he done got hit so much, and it's just caused so much trauma to the brain, it spikes violent tendencies, and mostly that's what CTE does. So for me, what I want to know in the comment section, I know they have a new protocol now, as far as, what the players have to go through, and if they get hit, they have to go through, the protocols to whatever the protocol is in the NFL. And I know that there is one, hello, because who I live with, Mr. Man, okay? So I know that they have changed things. Like I said, you can't hit but so far. You can't face mask. You can't, because I used to see them take folk by their face mask and slam it to the ground and all that kind of stuff. You can't do those things like that anymore. And they be like, I hear Mr. Man say, oh, they done took the fun out of football. No, because you got to look at the longevity, okay? I know football's a physical sport, but the long term, what's it doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, so we have to be careful is how many times they get hit or whatever case may be, because now you never know when they're going to turn violent because of CTE, which I think is the case of what they're saying right here. Okay, it says, according to police, Adam went to the home of Robert and Barbara Leslie on Wednesday and took the lives, I'm not going to say that word, took the lives of them and 2 of their grandchildren, 9 and 5. 9 and 5. And James Lewis of 38, an air conditioning technician from Gaston, who was doing work there. Okay, so all these people was at this house. So I want to know, did he know them? So did he know these people, or did he just, because when I come out here to try to do these reactions, I don't like to try to read things ahead, because it takes it away. So that's why I asked that question. I said, he went to their home. So did he know these people? Let me see. Let's see what a little bit of it says. To John, that lists the kids' names. Not going to say their names in the video. I said the other ones because they were adults. He also... Okay, so there he shot another person, but at that house too, and that person is in critical condition, fighting for his life. Okay. Okay, so I'm just reading, and it says that okay, so all these people were at the same house, okay, and one person right now is still among the living, and the sheriff department says that they are investigating why Adams carried out this attack. Okay, so that's what I want to know. But they're heading towards CTE. The evidence left at the shooting scene led investigators to Adam as a suspect. He said they went to Adam's partner's home, vacated them, and then tried to pursue Adams to come out. Okay, so Adams went home, the police came, other people were there, told the people to vacate, and then they had a standoff with this guy for a little bit. Okay? Tried to persuade Adams to come out. Eventually, they found him deceased on a single gunshot wound to the head in the bedroom, he said. Okay, so the people briefed them. The investigation was spoken to the social press, yada, 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 because he wasn't authorized to speak publicly. It says Robert, who lived with his parents, will continue to confirm that Adams had been the doctor's patient. So, okay, that answers my question, because I said, did he know these people? So the physician was seeing Adams. So that answered my question, because I was like, okay, do he know these people? So yes, he did. So he went to his doctor's house. So that's why you don't ever let your patients know where you live. I'm just saying. All right. It said it will be months before results are available from the test for CTE, which can only be diagnosed in an autopsy. The disorder has been found in former members of the military, football players, boxers, and others who have been subjected to repeated head trauma. See, CTE is trauma to the brain. Boxers, boop, popping you in your face. Football players, bloop, knocking you down on the floor. Okay. Recent studies found signs of the disease in 110 to 111 NFL players whose brains were inspected. That's a problem, y'all. Several years ago, the league agreed to pay $1 billion to retired players who claimed it misled them about the dangers of playing football. Okay. So the players sued. I feel them in a way, because it's say, hey, FYI, if you get knocked around, like, and maybe chances are you could end up a CTE by the end of your career. You sure you want to play football? So that's why they sued them. All right, let's just keep going. Okay. Adams, 32, played in 78 NFL games over his 6th season for 6 different teams. He joined the 49ers in 2010, and on the 7th round pick, is just going through his stats, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to read all that. You guys can read all that if you want to know his stats and all that kind of stuff. As a rookie, late in 2010 season, Adams suffered a severe ankle injury resulting in surgery that included 7 screws being inserted into his leg. He now plays for the 49ers, released just before 2011 season began later, yada, yada, yada. With the Raiders, he had 2 concussions over 3 games in 2012. Whether he suffered long-lasting contusion-related injuries wasn't immediately clear. Adams would have been eligible for testing as part of the board settlement between the league and its former players over such injuries, because he hasn't retired by 2014. So, wow. Adams' father told a that television station that he blamed football for problems his son had, and which might have led him to commit Wednesday's violence. I can say this: he's a good kid. He's a good kid, and I think the football messed him up. Alonzo Adams told he didn't talk much and he didn't bother nobody. Okay. Adam's sister told another news station that her brother's mental health degraded fast and terribly bad in recent years, and that the family noticed extremely concerned signs of mental illness, including an escalated temper and personal hygiene neglect. So what they're saying is that they start to see signs. So he might have had CTE, but why would he go to the doctor's house? Did he blame the physician or what? How you guys feel about CTE? You know, like I say, it's just a big old fancy word for, I'm just going to keep it simple, stupid. We're going to kiss that word. We're going to keep it simple. It's just basically head trauma, basically is what it is, okay? And long term, you keep getting hit, you keep getting knocked down, you keep getting blows one after another, and sooner or later, you're going to have an issue like this, okay? And it sounds like this is what was wrong with him, okay? In a statement to the newspaper, Adam's parents and siblings sent their condolences to all these people, the family, saying that Phillips we know is not a man that is capable. I'm not gonna read that. This is a long article, okay? And I just don't want to put too much of these gruesome details into this video. But let's just say this. Even though he's not among us anymore, I'm still going to say legendary, okay? Because I just feel like this could be an issue with getting knocked around too much, okay? Because it doesn't say that he had any signs of aggression or any of these things in his younger days. It just seems like this started to happen after he played football. And he done got knocked around a couple of times, okay? So the relatives went on to say that they didn't know if football played a role in the violence, but we do know there has been some There's another football player, I'm just going to say his name here, Jerry Dixon, a former NFL linebacker who retired in 2001, said that when he coached Adam in high school, the young player was a team leader, yet also mild-mannered and humble. See, that's what they're saying. It's like he's never shown any signs of aggression or anything like that. So I'm not going to, you guys can go and read this whole entire article because it is very lengthy. As you can see, it's very lengthy. And I don't want my video to be too long. I just want to touch on CTE, and the reason why I am grateful that my son strayed away from football and just played basketball, and it just made me a little bit more comfortable. But I would have still let him make his own decision, but he chose football over basketball, even though in high school he played both, because my baby was the very first African-American quarterback for that high school, and I was very happy about that. But he preferred basketball more so than he did football. So I would just say, hey, RIP to all these people that lost their lives in this situation. And I know this is hard on both sides of the family, especially when it's just something like this, you know, and CTEs gets them to be aggressive and angry. And I know that for a fact because this has happened before. So Google it. Let me know what you think about CTE in the comments, and I will see you guys next Tuesday on whatever the topic is going to be on my channel. And remember, guys, like these videos, share these videos, because I am going to get better at my delivery. I got some things I'm working on. I'm going to be interviewing some big people, just so you know. And I'm just not saying it either, okay? And so I lost my train of thought. That's just fast. Oh, so just thanks for tuning in. And again, thank you for being here, rocking with me. And I will see you guys next week on Table Talk Tuesday. Don't know what the subject is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be something. Take care. Bye-bye.